On call this afternoon across the country, there has been an uptick in the cases of pertussis, also known as whooping cough. 9 people have died from it this year, the majority younger than 3 months old. A local family lost their only daughter to the disease, and they've made it their mission to make sure other kids are safe. WDSU anchor Randy Russo has the story you'll see only on 6.
You bury your parents, your grandparents, even a spouse, and that's all very hard. But it's not natural to bury a child.
Ralph Romagera's daughter, Gabrielle, would be 9 years old if she were still alive today. But just 2 months after she was born, her little life was cut short.
When I go attend a wedding or a photograph in a wedding, I wish I could have been that dad that could have walked his beautiful daughter down the aisle.
Ralph and his wife, Danielle, were new parents. But within a month after taking Bree home from the hospital, they knew something was wrong.
Ralph and I took turns sitting up with her all night long because she would cough so severely that she would turn blue in the face and then she'd pass out.
The question was what? The couple went to doctor after doctor, emergency room after emergency room. As doctors tested the laundry list of possibilities, at the time, no one could figure out what was causing the cough.
And I will never forget the last thing they said on the list was, it could be whooping cough. But then the doctor followed it up with, we never see that anymore. That was our grandparents' disease.
Little did they know that that disease was making a comeback. It wasn't until an infectious disease expert heard that telltale sign was Gabrielle's illness diagnosed, pertussis. At 1 month old, Bree was too young for her first round of shots and most likely got the disease from someone who had the whooping cough and didn't know it.
Health experts say that the vaccine for it is wearing off, which is why they're now urging adults to get the whooping cough booster shot. But it's a warning that came too late for the Romageras.
Our generation, the vaccination was watered down a little bit. So we run out of our vaccinations about the teenage years. So mothers are not passing the antibodies on to the babies.
While they lost their first child, the couple has been blessed with 3 sons and have made sure that anyone who came into contact with them got the booster shot. They've also become advocates of vaccinations, making sure that all children get the shots they need to save their lives and others.
You're hurting other children, and I get very angry because it's because people don't vaccinate their child. That's why my daughter's not here today.
On your side, I'm Randy Russo, WDSU News.
And the Romageras suggest that parents who want to learn more about vaccinations and how it affects their child can go to vaccinateyourbaby.org. There is a link to that site on our website, WDSU.com. And August is National Immunization Month. As many kids head back to school, doctors are urging parents to make sure their kids' shots are up to date. States require the children get vaccinated before they attend school in order to stop the spread of preventable diseases.
I just want to stress that they are continually being regulated by the Food and Drug Administration, and they're continually being studied, and they are safe for all children and do not cause other problems. It's just very important for children to be vaccinated against all of these preventable diseases that can cause a lot of harm and sometimes death, unfortunately.
Requirements, of course, may change from year to year, so it's a good idea to check with your doctor to see which vaccination your child still may need.